cheering doesn't make the world work.
These videos are satiric reviews. You don't have to agree, but don't bitch about it. I hate this channel.
Hey there, I'm Social Injustice Warrior V Infuso, and a while back I made a video on the Ultimate Warrior, and some of his beliefs and actions, and everyone lost their goddamn mind. So before I go on and get to these comments like I'm looking forward to doing, and I bet some of you guys are as well, I'd like to make this clarification. The Ultimate Warrior was a larger-than-life presence, an over-the-top character that the wrestling world will more than likely never see again. He was often imitated, but never truly duplicated. He was a force that ran wild in the WWF, and gave the wrestling world moments that will last several lifetimes. And from the look of things, he was a good husband and a great father. I'd be lying if I didn't say his Hall of Fame speech didn't seem like the most genuine and sentimental speech ever given at one of those ceremonies. Highlighted by him mentioning that being his daughter's father was his greatest life's accomplishment. How can you not love that moment? Those are all true facts, and those are all things I feel about the Ultimate Warrior. Loved his character work, loved his speech. However, Warrior is also the guy who talked down Heath Ledger after his death. Mocked Droz for being a cripple, his words not mine, said Hurricane Katrina was a good thing, very openly hated gay people, made comments that can be considered subtly racist, and made a comic where he sodomizes Santa Claus. So my point is, maybe, right? Just maybe, he wasn't all that great of a guy. I'm just saying. Roasting a dead man based on his political opinions is 1,000,000% garbage. What does political beliefs have to do with anything? At what point in the video did you hear me say, and if you can, please timestamp it and send it my way, what point did you hear me say, and all conservatives can rot in hell? Because you didn't. Because I didn't. Because I wouldn't. Being racist and being homophobic isn't a political view. That's just called being a douchebag. I mean, you do realize you can vote Republican and not hate gay people, right? I know plenty of people who skew to the right who don't want gay people exterminated. They just want to vote for their candidates and go on with their lives. I don't give a damn about politics. It's so weird because the whole political landscape has become so sensitive that people come here commenting trying to lump me in with whatever group they don't like. I can't tell you how many times a day I get called a liberal cuck, or I have people coming up here telling me that I'm racist and privileged. And guys, I truly mean this. I could not care any less than I do right now about politics. I do not care. I have left views, I have right views. It's called 20/20 vision, bitch. Your channel sucks. You're as fake as that Warrior interview was. Find a new career, punk. Now, by the way this was written, you're either very, very young or very, very old. But you're definitely very, very inept. This seems to be a common complaint, and I mean, it really was a common complaint. Look at all this crap.
Vince agreed to let me go do things outside of wrestling. And I had the chance to spend some time with him. He invited me to come to his place. And they're all there. Vince is there and Pat Patterson. I don't know who else was there. And Vince said they've got ulterior motives. And then he went and got Jerry Briscoe. We went in the shower, and he proceeded to have Jerry Briscoe from the backside. He was a real hard worker, just a grunty style, like he was grunt. So I was interested to get involved. And I told him what I wanted to do, you know, have people put around me that could direct me effectively so I could go on and be successful at it and stuff. There were plenty of guys there, and it just grew. So we both let one another F it. And they were congratulating me, saying, man, that was awesome. This is really great. And late that night, Linda came into the picture. And I said, this is a natural, you know. I've just never been into any of that stuff. You know, women and, you know, all that stuff and everything. That doesn't work for me. I almost fell on my knees and just started throwing up right there. And then something told me to come. Yeah, and he said, don't come. You don't need to come. And I said, what do you mean don't come? It's what I wanted to do.
You edited that Warrior video to make him seem gay. Actually, no, I didn't. It's been edited and on this platform since I was in high school, which, in case you didn't know, was quite some time ago. I added it to the video because it was a joke. Much like this comment section, it's a joke. By which I mean most people in the comment section are still attending clown school. I agree with him. Homosexuality is not good for humanity because we can't reproduce with homosexuality. Homosexuals can't reproduce. That's what's wrong with gays. Anti-gay. If the world was gay, the world would end in 100 to 110 years at most. This guy's got it down pat. He knows the exact time. Fact. So say whatever you want. Truth hurts. Get over it. He really made a point. If the world was nothing but gay people, humanity would end pretty damn quickly. I like this. I really like this thought pattern. If we said gay is okay, then all our kids are going to want to be gay and no more babies. As if every straight man and woman are only together to preserve their image and help procreate for the human race. Just because being gay is societally acceptable, it doesn't mean that everyone's going to turn gay.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Plenty of people are gay. Plenty more people are straight. Also, we have an overpopulation problem as it is, and I'm sick and tired of sharing this planet with so many goddamn mouth breathers, personally. So I say bring them in. All the gay people. We need more. I want more of them. But for a moment here, in all seriousness, let me get down to your level where everyone turns gay because being gay is no longer frowned upon. What about sperm banks? What about artificial insemination? Test tube kids, anybody? All that crap. Where does that go? Does that stop happening? If it came down to the whole world being gay, which it wouldn't, and if you have a higher education than the second grade, you would know that that's never going to happen. But if the world became gay, you could still make kids. It's still possible. I assure you.
We're not cavemen. We have technology.
This video is too blatantly one-sided. It's selectively quoting in order to bury Warrior. You're writing off his entire life because he gave a few crappy speeches later in life that offended some people. You're acting like you removed the I from SIJW. Never wrote off his career. He's an important part of wrestling history. However, I was pointing out the hypocrisy in getting rid of Hulk Hogan's image for a video of him under the influence saying stupid shit from years ago, while still glorifying the Ultimate Warrior despite him saying shitty things publicly and openly while entirely sober. Continually. I mean, the fact that the guy felt Bobby Heenan deserved the cancer that would one day wind up killing him should be a good indication that maybe there shouldn't be an award held in his name dedicated to cancer patients. I'm just my train of thought. Call me crazy. To be fair, you were the most sensitive of the social injustice warriors. Yes, you're right. Me having an opinion that's different from your own, that certainly makes me a fragile-feeling, paper-thin-skinned, glass-hearted SJW. And truthfully speaking, I'm offended by your comment. #words hurt. Words hurt. This guy is absolute proof that some people will do anything, even speaking ill of those who are not here to defend themselves anymore, just to further their own selfish and cheap goals. What have you ever done in life, besides post stupid and serving bully pulpit videos? What does him being dead have to do with anything? I don't understand the 6-year-old thought process. Everyone dies. Everyone dies. You're not a hero because you lost your life. Everyone does. Eventually, your mother, your brother, your father, your cousin, that girl you liked in kindergarten, they're all gonna die. Everyone's gonna die. Everyone's going. I assure you. I don't want to give spoilers here, but everyone will be dead at some point in time. Me speaking, people who are listening to me, we're all gonna be gone. And then I'm gonna get even crazier for you, right? I'm gonna get even crazier for you. One day the sun is gonna explode. And then everybody's gonna be fucked. Everyone's gonna be dead. That's it. Game over. That's it. Hit the reset button on life. So what does somebody being dead have to do with anything? That's my point. I got a little bit off track there, but what does that have to do with anything? Death does not turn men into angels. I think I've said that before. Death doesn't suddenly make you immune to a negative opinion. Case in point, when I die, everyone's still gonna have shit to say. People will attend my funeral just to make sure that I am gone. Just to make sure I ain't coming back. I know a couple people who might stay after the whole ceremony and then try to put a stake through my heart just in case. So it doesn't matter whether you're living or whether you're dead. People are going to feel how they feel about you. We don't suddenly, or at least we shouldn't suddenly go, oh, you know, I really hated this guy. I thought he was a piece of shit. But the second he died, man, I realized, well, I had him all wrong. That's not how it works. You know who else is dead? You know who else is dead? I'll give you an example. Hitler. Hitler's dead. Do we go, oh, well, you know, yes, he did the Holocaust, but, you know, we don't know what he was thinking. He could have been a good guy, you know. Let's just leave the dead alone, you know. Let him rest, please. No, that's not how that works. We don't suddenly erase the history books because the guy died. Jimmy Savile was outed after he was already dead. Should a gag order have been put on his accusers because they tarnished the man's wonderful image? What does death have to do with anything? Nothing. It's just nothing. It's got nothing to do with nothing. Dude, your beard is queer. I have pictures to prove it. You know, I would make a comment back, but I refuse to respond to someone who uses a Family Guy avatar in 2019. No, thank you. I'm more of an American Dad guy myself, thanks. You're an SJW millennial snowflake. Jim Hellwing hurt your feelings. We get it, No, but apparently I hurt yours. I wasn't really offended by what Jim said. Maybe that's either because I'm not gay or I'm just not easily offended. I was just stating that again, and maybe, hear me out, maybe the guy shouldn't be praised as this wonderful individual who pissed rainbows and shit unicorns. I don't know if I would have an award dedicated to somebody who was like, you deserved your cancer. Like, oh, here's this kid dying of cancer. Give him that award. Yay! You know, like, just, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It's something off about it, you know? You roasted somebody dead. I would respect you more if you did it while he was alive, for he can respond or at least defend himself. You only showed negative things. He did much more positive, it outweighs the negative. In fact, none of us are perfect, neither are you. In fact, you should be ashamed of yourself because you're making money off his name. Not only are you using his face, his name in videos, but you added warrior to your name. How dare you? You are shameful. I hope everyone dumbs down this video and does not subscribe. Like you had freedom to your opinion, we have ours. So wait, I should be ashamed because I have warrior in my internet name. You do realize the man didn't invent that word, right? Like it existed long before him. There's been plenty of other warriors. The name actually has nothing to do with him. Like even at all. Like even slightly. In any way, shape, or form. This is bad. This is a bad comment. You should probably take it back. But I gotta admit, that's some top-notch shit you got in the logic department there, buddy. You also said that I only showed negative things. He did much more positive, that it outweighs the negative. Yes, I forgot him saying, just believe. That's oh shit, that just hits me deep in my soul, man. That guy was a fucking philosopher. Why I dislike gays and gay culture. An essay by Charlie Mills. They run up healthcare costs for countries with nationalized healthcare. These goddamn subhumans taking all of our country's good healthcare just disgusts me. It disgusts me that they want to be seen as human beings. Get that shit out of here. Most are disgusting deviants. Whose granddad is this? Who let this man on a computer? Is this a passage from the Old Testament or is Mel Gibson just on another rant? They spread diseases at alarming rates. Yes, of course, which is why everyone knows STDs don't exist at all outside the gay community. That's just exclusively gay people only get those. From turning their backs on Jesus. They try to normalize a destructive, promiscuous culture. Many have dozens, if not hundreds, of different sexual partners throughout their lives. Yet, isn't it straight people who also idolize the whole concept of ladies' men? Like, isn't that like a very overdone character cliche on like just about every form of media? A straight dude, multiple partners. I'm pretty sure it is. You know, it's funny. I don't know if this list gets any better, but thus far, it just seems like your major problem with gay people is that they're gay. The media constantly bombards us with pro-gay propaganda when ignoring their destructive side. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure that's just called tolerance. It's not pro-gay, it's just anti-homophobia. That's what I get from it. Gays commit 35% of child stranger danger, being about 3% of the population. And white people commit the majority of school shootings and basically ushered in the term going postal. Guess what? I'm still allowed to go to the post office to mail something. My point being, you don't judge a group of people by the actions of a few. It's never good. Promoting a gay lifestyle, marriage, and adoption undermines the nuclear family, which is the cornerstone to Western civilization. Most aren't interested in monogamy. Wrong. Maybe your thought process on most gay people not being interested in monogamy comes from the fact that you grew up not seeing too many gay people officially married. And that would be because up until a few years ago, it was illegal to do so. And there's a shitload of kids who have led happy, successful lives not having a mother or father, so how is it different by having two of those paternal roles? I mean, I'd much rather see a child adopted by a gay couple than to spend their childhood life in an orphanage. But I guess that's just me. A lot of gays are the way they are because they were abused or had some early experience with someone as a child. Nope. Nope. You got... all of that's wrong. One entire list, beginning, middle, end. All of that just... Oof. You're either an idiot or a wanker. Guess which one I'm thinking? Well, call me Hannah Montana because I got the best of both worlds. Mock the mocker. You're a bigger hypocrite than the one you persecute. I hope I meet you in a back alley one day, scum. You know what? I hope you do too. I do. And let's just hope for your sake that you have your keyboard on you. Because I don't know what you're gonna do without it. Jim Hellwig is and was a legend. Fuck this that made this bullshit. Warrior was right about gays. Gays are useless. If your father got in the ass, then you wouldn't be here. End of story. I heard the guy who made this video. Oh, that's sweet. And then he went on to write that in several of my comment sections, which I had to manually approve, and since I'm for free speech, knock yourself out, you wacky bastard, you. Say what you want. I always thought that calling someone a Nazi after they said something you don't like was stupid, but this dude just jumped all the way straight to pedo. Wait a second, you don't hate gay people? Then I don't know if I could trust my children around you. Solid logic. You are a very intelligent man. Or woman. Or child. Probably child. Just another butthurt, literally limp-wristed queer video maker. If you don't hate the gays, you must be one of them. That's just the way of the world. Ah, man, I love that logic because it takes me back to 5th grade when I was stupid. See, I guess it's forgivable back then when someone is a child and thinks like a child. Whereas this is probably a grown man with the mindset of a child, and that's just, well, it's really just quite sad, actually. You're an idiot. Well, let me stop you right there, because you spelled "you're" wrong. It'd be Y-O-U''RE, as in you are. And it's also "you're an idiot," not "a idiot." As in me saying, whoever wrote this, you're an idiot. See it much better. Just makes sense that way. You know, I could end it there, but I'll go on. You spout off on YouTube because in real life you would get slapped to shit if you even looked sideways at someone. Oh, you greatly misjudge me. I assure you, I don't know how to keep my mouth shut in person as well, which can sometimes be a problem, but what are you gonna do? Oh, did Warrior hurt your precious feelings, Cupcake? You're a sad-ass soy boy. Again, you keep asking me if my feelings were hurt, but I never once was offended by what Jim Hellwig said. Never wished anything bad upon him or demeaned him or who he was as a person. I literally just pointed out things he'd said, which must have offended you on some level since you felt the need to try and get my attention like this. It's okay. And that's all the comments I got here. I'm sure, trust me, there's enough to make another video. I'm 90% sure I will. I think what I like most about all this is that all these people are criticizing me for making a negative video on Warrior after he died. Never once did I say I'm glad he's dead, or he deserved to die, or rot in hell. None of that. No, none of that. I would never say that. But meanwhile, Warrior wished death upon plenty of people when he was alive. He mocked those that were dying, like Bobby Heenan, and belittled those who just recently passed, like Heath Ledger. I mean, I don't mean to point any fingers here, but I detect some hypocrisy. But you know what? After reading this whole comment section, honestly, it's the least of your problems.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. You're watching the Social Injustice Warrior V Infuso's channel, dude. So if you like the words that came out of his mouth hole, and you too want to become a V-tard, don't forget to like and subscribe, and click that little bell icon to get updates and notifications. Ooh, tell him what up, Mach. Ooh, yeah. Follow the man on Twitter, yeah, because we all know it's not stalking if it's on the internet, yeah. Join the madness by joining the Discord, and if you have a moment of time and a free dollar to spare, head over to the SIJW's Patreon, dig it, where you can request videos, get exclusive videos, and early access to content, yeah. Or go down to PayPal, where you can buy the shirts, brother. But most importantly, just remember, if you're not tuning in, then you're missing out.